it's Christmas time, and that got me thinking about past Christmases, and that got me thinking about past Christmas presents that I had received, and I really don't remember that many Christmas presents I got. And that doesn't mean I didn't get good presents. I remember when I was 16, I think I got a autographed Joe Montana 8x10 plaque, which was pretty cool. Man, Christmas presents. I don't know. I don't really remember. There was one year when I was young with my brother, and we got like Mask. It was a cartoon. Like Cars, like and I remember playing with those in the kitchen, rolling them back and forth. I had a G.I. Joe fighter jet, like the F-16. I remember having that as a kid, but I don't remember ever getting it. Like I never, so maybe it was a Christmas present, maybe it was a birthday present. I don't know. I remember having it. I don't remember getting it. I remember getting a set of like 12-inch action figures that was the Lone Ranger and Tonto. I remember getting that, but I think that was a birthday. I don't remember. Maybe it was Christmas. My point is, the conclusion that I came to, you don't really remember the presents, right? I mean, I very vividly remember having that feeling of that pre-Christmas feeling as a kid, going to bed the night before, waking up so excited the night of. I did have, when I was young, I had these humongous, it was like a 2-foot tall custom-made stocking. My brother and I both had them, and every year my parents had to fill up that stocking. It was a big stocking. So what they would do is they would get like the big coloring books. I'm talking about like maybe 2 feet tall, or coloring books, and they would roll it up, pop it in there, and it would fill up the stocking. So I do remember getting those, and every year I got a box or like a book full of Lifesavers, the candy. I got that a lot. So I do remember some, but the point is, I don't remember that much of it. The presents that I got, I remember the feeling, the excitement. I remember being at my granny's house in Alabama. I don't know how old I was. I was probably 7-ish, and we used to do Christmas Eve at their house because my grandfather, Jim Woodward, his birthday was Christmas Eve, so we would celebrate both. And so the whole family would come over. And I remember, I don't remember the presents, but I do remember all my cousins being there. Shane and Misty and Mandy and Jimbo and Danielle and all these kids there. Me and my brother were there. I remember playing hide and go seek, like down in the basement, in the garage at my grandparents' house. And that's what it's about, man. It's not about the presents. The presents are fun, don't get me wrong, and it's cool. I love to give people gifts and presents, and I'm one of the world's worst because I can't keep a secret. I want you to open it now. I want you to see what I got to say. I want you to see if you like it. Let's see. What was as a kid, as a typical 80s boy, I got a lot of G.I. Joes. I got a lot of He-Man. I got a lot of Star Wars. That was pretty much my my go-to at the time for playtime. That was it. A lot of action figures. You know what I loved? I love to have a story read to me, like a bedtime story. I used to love to have a bedtime story read to me, and it didn't happen a lot. But I do remember on a few occasions, my mom and my dad and my grandma Mary, who recently passed away, she would tell me bedtime stories. But I know I used to love a bedtime story. Most kids probably do. So my parents bought me, I think it was a birthday present again. It might have been Christmas. Christmas is December, my birthday's in February, so they're fairly close together. They're separated by about a month and a half, so who knows. They bought me a Teddy Ruxpin doll. If you don't know what a Teddy Ruxpin is, look it up. It's a stuffed animal. It's a bear. And on his back, you'd unzip his jacket or whatever, and you'd put a tape deck in, and he would tell you a story, and his mouth would move up, and it just moved up and down. And telling you a story. So my parents bought me that. And I enjoyed the Teddy Ruxpin for a little while. But the reality wasn't about the story. I didn't care about the stories. They missed the mark on that one. Even though I did like the Teddy Ruxpin, it wasn't about the story. It was about somebody making you feel important, making you feel special, making you feel like you're a priority, you know? And a stuffed animal, pretend teddy bear doesn't do that. They'll tell you the story. But what I really, really wanted was just those few random times and moments where my mom or my dad would prioritize me as a child and just tell you a story. 5-10 minutes. Good night. And that ain't Teddy Ruxpin, but it's, trying to think of any other toys I remember getting. I don't know. I had a lot of toys. I had a Nintendo. I don't know if that was a Christmas or a birthday. I don't remember opening it. I don't remember getting it. I remember playing it. And I think my brother and I got a Sega Genesis for 1 year for Christmas. So we had a Sega Genesis. I vaguely remember it being a Christmas thing. So, put thought into the presents, have fun with it, but ultimately it comes down to just spend time with people and each other and make them feel like they're a priority. Let them know they're important, let them know you care, and play with them, have fun with them. That's really what life is all about, is finding the place that you fit and the people that you fit with, and then just having a good time, So that's where my thoughts are right now. So that's my Christmas thought.